I must have had about 10 to 12 jobs since I was 20 years old.
Sometimes he leaves the job because they're not paying enough. He complains about the tips or the customers, and he goes from one job to the next.
I can't keep a job because I show up to work hungover, call out sick, no show. I hate myself when I don't show up to work, but the addiction is just a little stronger than the work.
Well, after a violent altercation 6 months ago, Alex was kicked out of his parents' home. When I say violent altercation, I want to take a look at what I mean when I say violent altercation with this particular family. Now, here we have you sitting on the end of the couch, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and identify the other players here. Who do we have here?
That's my sister.
Okay. Now, she comes up. Now you're just sitting there, but you're going to jump out of the chair and throw something at you. Now, boom, you're on the attack. Now, your mother's here and your sister's there. Okay, now who's this player?
My father.
Okay, so we got mom, dad, sister, and you. And what was it you threw at him on the chair?
A cereal box.
A cereal box. Yeah. Mom gets hit in the process, and now they're pitting you against the wall trying to control you. Now dad's involved. Two girls are back here. Dad gets hit and pushed away. This is him bent over here, and you're back there. Just an average day at the Partridge Family. This is what Mom came away with.
My friend was upstairs. They were asking what the noise was, and I was getting very embarrassed. So then I went downstairs and told him to be quiet, and he kept on doing it louder. And then the fight just escalated. Okay, can we agree this has to stop?
Yeah.
Now, I want to introduce somebody that is a very respected colleague of mine, and her name is Dr. Judy Ho. She is a clinical neuropsychologist, a professor, media personality, and now an author. And I asked her to come specifically for you, because she has recently released a new book. And guess what the title is? Read it for me.
Stop-Self-Sabotage.
Stop-Self-Sabotage. Does that tell you why I asked her to come here for you? She is vertically developed in this. The subtitle is 6 Steps to Unlock Your True Motivation, Harness Your Willpower, and Get Out of Your Own Way. And you are in your way because you're self-sabotaging. So, Dr. Judy, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me here, Dr. Phil. It's an honor.
Is this not exactly what he's doing?
Absolutely. Alex, I wrote this book for you. And I don't believe that you're the only person who's self-sabotaging in this family. I don't want you to be the scapegoat of this family anymore. I think every single individual, as much as there is love here, is self-sabotaging. You're not only robbing Alex of his best life, you're robbing yourselves of your best life. And the reason is every time Dr. Phil asked you an insightful, pointed question, each of you went right to an excuse, right to a way to explain something away. And if he doesn't have that model in his life, how's he gonna ever learn to take responsibility for himself in his life?
Do you think there is a cultural gap at play here?
Oh, absolutely. Roberto, I understand you. You are a hardworking father. You didn't have a father when you grew up. So you didn't have a model of how to be the best dad. And for you to have come to this place and to have to look at your sons and your daughter and your wife in the face and try to own up to the fact that you did something wrong. I know that's hard. And Alex grew up in America, so he's looking at his friends and he's saying nobody else has this happen to them. And so he feels different, he feels isolated, he feels marginalized. And that's why you guys can't close that gap, because you didn't grow up with the same kind of cultural influences.
It's not an excuse for him to go out and do drugs. I didn't do him.
Right.
Where is his excuse? No. I don't understand.
I understand, but Roberto, I gotta tell you, every single person is different. And this is why I believe your whole family has come here. You're coming to seek expert advice from Dr. Phil to turn this around.